Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Share this um, audio, video with somebody, encourage somebody, and remember that life is always so much better when you think in the future. We have a lot of information coming up from past and future. We are in a time where the past and the future is asking us, what changes will you make? Will you stay the same? We're in the time where our minds are inwardly directed at past issues that we are able to solve or leave as they are. It reminds me of the children of Israel going around the mountain. At this time, the issues are more intense because we're faced with the idea of, haven't you done this before? Have you been here before? What are you going to do to change the fact that you have become aware that you've been here before? It brings to mind home is where the heart is. A lot of people are going home within themselves, mulling over things, thinking about things. A lot of people are actually making trips back home. They're actually spending time with family. We have a lot of family reunions going on. It's not by chance that that happens, because July, the end of June into July, is a time where it's warm, and that warm feeling, or the warmth of the sun, even gives you a nurturing aspect of understanding. It kind of takes you into the place where you want to be out and about and be with people that care about you or that you love, even if there is distance. So we're faced with challenges of recognizing past situations that are inside of us that could be, haunting us or making us feel uncertain. That uncertainty is coming up in emotions because of the time of year that we're in. If you actually look at this time of the year, last year or maybe 2 years prior, you'll learn something. If you look at today and document it, or this time of the year, the next month or two, and document it, you'll understand your feelings next year when you come to this time. I believe teaching people to document their feelings, document times, to see that we always are brought back to a season where we can make different choices, kind of like Solomon. To everything that there is a season. Well, the season will start and it could be pain, but the season will, show up with gain. But before it shows up with the gain, it's going to say, do you realize that you've been through this pain? Will you stay on the road of pain and choices, or will you make different choices and decisions? And that's how life is. Now, none of us have all of the answers to life, but, I want to just speak to those that are going through traumatic, emotional circumstances, inwardly and outwardly. Some people are ready to have nervous breakdowns, they feel like, I'm sure, but I can assure you that if you begin to center and focus on something positive, as in, by his stripes I am healed. I'm healed mentally, physically, and emotionally. Those feelings will begin to calm down. Those emotions will calm down, because it's the thoughts that are churning the feelings into a past situation that you really need to resolve. Now, sometimes you can't resolve it with the people that it came up with. So this is where we become whole. By his stripes I am healed. Our wholeness comes through our spirituality. We live out physical situations not to stay in the place where it's a burdensome situation or thinking things are never going to get better, but to practice that spiritual understanding daily that I can do all things through Christ if I am acquainted and I work with Christ within me. You see? And now I want to go into another place, and I want to address some of the things that I see happening with young women, because I've been a young woman. Of course, I'm getting wiser. Some people say don't get older. I don't mean it in the sense of getting older, but I've gotten wiser, and I appreciate every experience I've went through, even if it was tumultuous and it was painful, because I was able to learn something from it. I find a lot of young women not learning from the circumstances. They get bitter instead of better. I say to the young women, get better and let go of bitterness. If you practice spirituality, you will get better. But if you practice to think the things that you've thought about life or traditional things you've seen that are painful, nothing can get better. You will always be bitter because you will have no hope. A lot of people go to church and they still have no hope. It's time to go to church within us. It's time to go to church within us and rebuild the destroyed parts of our soul or the destroyed parts of our mindset so that we can come into a healing. All things are possible. If you feel like something destroyed you, and I've been there before, situations came in my life and I felt like I was not going to make it. I'm a woman. But I say to the feminine energy, you can make it. It has nothing to do with just a man or a woman. It has to do with that energy that you embodied when you came here because you had the strength to overcome the situations that you're walking through right now. The one thing about young women at this point in time that I see is that there was a change in belief in self-confidence. And what is self-confidence? I told a young woman years ago, self-confidence doesn't come from people. It comes from you believing in yourself. And that is addressed by God within you. So I want us to begin to look at young women all around us. And if we can help them, help them. I say if we can, because there are some young women that know so much, you cannot help them. For the ones out there that know they need some help, we're here for you. Am I selling you a service? I'm not. I'm just encouraging you. If I sell the service, you buy it, you're going to change. This is only for encouragement to tell you that you can make it. Why can I tell you and how can I tell you that? Because I've made it. You know, my life has been this, that, and the other like everyone else's. But I truly focused on myself getting better, even raising children. My oldest son is 38, 39 years old. My children are in their 30s. So I've been through some things, raising them, but I put that time and energy in them. And yes, I pressed on, but the press was advocated by prayer. That has nothing to do with just me. That's me reaching out to my Father to make it. So there's a lot of women that pressed through prayer, and they made it with their children, not bitter but better, and also got to the silver lining in life and saw that what they had done with God created a better outcome for their children. Some of us came from mothers and fathers that did not know what we know today. See, that's the thing with our generations of men and women, young women. We have to learn that we're here to change not a culture for negative, but a culture for better. We came as generational changers. So as we pass the baton on to the younger women that accept that they are leadership potential in life, in family, in communities, in city, in state, in the world, then what happens is we have a new breed of women not saying, JoJo got me pregnant and I don't know what to do. A young woman will not get pregnant if she understands that she does not need to be having sex with somebody that she does not know or is not married to. And those reasons are morally presented for population control. You see, when you have children and you have no one to help you, it's going to make you bitter. When you have children and there's no one to help you, you're going to be tired. You're not going to want to deal with anything. Life is not going to look easy. It's not going to feel happy to you. You won't know how to be happy. Now, this is where I come in with my young women that I've worked with and ask what's their accountability to their life, even before you had children. And in often cases, many people don't know what accountability is. That means that you have little right to blame someone else because you have children. For instance, I want to help the ones that have children that are tired because I've been there. So I want to ask the young women that are out there that want help to reach out and accept help. Don't try to tell someone how you can do it when you're going through a season of brokenness. Accept encouragement and accept the spiritual foundation that will get you through the hardships in life. So you guys be blessed. Share with a sister. I didn't get deep, but I can get deep in my groups and in my one-on-one sessions. If you feel like you need that, then you reach out. But other than that, keep listening to encouragement, because we're in this together when we come together. If you stay outside of the circle, then who can help you? But if you come into the circle, you can get much help. Blessings and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.